I've lived in London. I'm here, I've been in New York for almost the same amount of time as London at this point. I also lived in France for a period of time and in Florence, Italy. What I realized with food was that, there is the authentic experience, but seeing how innovative my family was, my nanny was, there was no reason to not allow things to cross-pollinate. And, we grew up around the conversation of food. And I say randomly because at this point we'd never been to Italy, and yet the family had a pizza factory. And so, but in that pizza factory, of course, we took it in many different desi directions, and we had kebab pizza, we had chicken tikka pizza. I mean, we were doing some really cool things with it. And that was at a time when fusion food wasn't even a thing. It was a very ethnically diverse neighborhood. So I went to school with Persians and Turkish people and, just from all over. And there was no way that wasn't going to influence and shape the way I looked at food. And what was fascinating is that there are so many common denominators. And then what is also fascinating is there's those little things that are specific and unique to different cultures that make things so memorable. And so, that absolutely impacted my approach. There's lots and lots of different influences, from technique to, ingredient use. And, what I end up putting onto a plate is something very eclectic. What I do is very multi-sensory now. I mean, every element of cooking is so relevant, it's so important. And we're really engaging all our senses, from touch to smell to sound. I mean, the sizzle is so important, knowing exactly what's going on without even using sight. And you've got your back to your onions that are browning, you know what's going on just between your ears and your nose. I started teaching on a global scale, so India, Dubai, the islands. It was great fun, and there's something so magical about the fact that here we are, we're in our home. If you think back to February, March, you couldn't even really leave, and yet we're so connected. So our world is as big as it is small, and so it's really satisfying to have that chance.